I gotta be honest, my favorite part of this movie, I didn't expect it to be, but coming out, I was like, the best part of this movie, the most memorable parts that I could watch over and over again, was any scene with John Cena. Trainwreck stars Amy Schumer, Bill Hader, and it's directed by Judd Apatow, written by Amy Schumer. And it's a story of Amy who grows up with, kind of based on her youth, she grew up to believe that, yeah, monogamy doesn't work out. Just sleep with someone, move on, no commitments, no relationships or nothing. And yeah, she ends up having to, she works at a magazine. I forgot what those are. Paper? People read paper. But she has to interview a sports doctor, that's Bill Hader. And then it's a love story. We've seen this type of premise before, but this one, probably a lot funnier than most of the really shitty cliche romantic comedies, but it's a Judd Apatow movie. And the thing about Judd Apatow is when he's producing a movie, on the whole, I enjoy a lot of them. I think of like Superbad or something like that. He produces it and it's so funny and amazing, but the ones he directs, kind of a mixed bag of hit and miss, because 40 Virgin I love to death. It's amazing. It maybe goes on a teeny bit too long. Knocked Up, also another one I really enjoy. Funny People, it had a good first half, and the second half was kind of because it just got over dramatic and a little bit too long. And This Is 40, same thing, kind of funny, but it gets over dramatic and way too long. Judd Apatow has a kind of obnoxious thing in the movies he writes and directs where he does a good comedy for the first half, solid funny comedy, and then he starts more and more putting in drama, and it's kind of taking away from the comedy, and then the movies go on way too long. It's an obnoxious thing he does, and this one was only 2 hours, and yet it still has the same problems as every other Judd Apatow directed movie. Because this movie starts out and is ridiculously funny. Amy Schumer, I gotta give her credit for writing this movie. She did a really good job for the first half, but it felt like a Judd Apatow movie. Really funny first half, and then the second half is just kind of, the jokes start hitting a little less often. We're getting more and more drama, and then it gets to a point where you're not laughing and you're just kind of watching a drama and getting bummed out like, I wanted to laugh, and now there's a good joke every now and again, but mostly it's not that funny. It's getting too dramatic and you're just kind of like, It's an obnoxious thing that Judd Apatow, every time he directs a movie, Judd Apatow needs to go out and make just a dark, gritty drama from start to finish, because he's trying to make it like, oh, it'll be funny, but also have meaning to it, and it's kind of not working out how I think he wants it to, because it just takes away from the comedy. This movie, ridiculously funny at the beginning, ridiculously funny for the first 2 acts basically, and then the third act gets very weak. We still get funny jokes, but just not nearly as many. Too much drama, and you know how I know? Because I was distracted. I was sitting there in the theater thinking, wow, he's putting too much drama in this and I'm not laughing as much. When I'm consciously aware of that, you're fucking up. It's okay to do a comedy and have drama in there, but once you start noticing that it's not as funny anymore and it's getting dramatic, when people notice that, you're doing it wrong, and he did it wrong again. But the movie does finish kind of strong, so it's not like it did really good for the first 2 acts and the third act was complete crap, because it was still somewhat funny and it finished pretty strong. But yeah, stop doing that, Judd Apatow, please. And as far as the acting goes, Amy Schumer, I haven't seen a lot of her comedy, but she is really funny in this. She's very funny. I'd like to see another movie she wrote. I like her a lot so far. This is kind of my first exposure to her, and she's very funny. Bill Hader, fantastic. He's always a very funny dude. But the movie's also very funny because we got a lot of great supporting characters in this movie. LeBron James, John Cena, very, very funny. John Cena, man, as I said, the funniest part of the movie were his scenes. He was fantastic, and I'm a fan of John Cena. The Marine, 12 rounds, back when I used to watch wrestling from like age 9 to 13, somewhere in there. Like, he was the man back then. He's still the man in wrestling, I guess, but I fucking love John Cena. I just like him, and he was so entertaining in this. He had great comedic timing. So yeah, Trainwreck is one of Judd Apatow, like, direction-wise, his best movie in a while, really. But this movie is very funny, as I said. It's just, Judd Apatow, watch this video, listen to me, go do a drama, go do some gritty serial killer murder thing. I don't care what. Do something dark and dramatic. And then when you do a comedy, be funny, and make sure you don't derail the funny by adding in drama. Someone's dying, they broke up, this is that. Stop it. Just stop it. The movie is, on average, so freaking funny that I can't really give it a bad rating, because it's really funny. And it didn't derail to the point where I was sitting in the theater like, I'm about to walk out, it sucks this bad. No, but I was consciously aware that it got less funny in the third act, but it finishes strong again. So, a pretty funny movie, very good. Amy Schumer, I'm a fan of hers now. I'm going to check out her comedy, hope to see her write some more movies and be in some more movies. She's a funny chick. So overall, I think you should see Trainwreck. Just for the first 2 acts alone, they are that funny. I really enjoyed Trainwreck overall. I would give it a B. It's a pretty fun time. Amy Schumer's fantastic. Yeah, comment below if you guys saw it. Tell me you thought of Trainwreck. What do you think of Amy Schumer? And what's your favorite Judd Apatow directed movie? I would probably pick 40-Year-Old Virgin. I figure most people would. But I think Trainwreck could be involved in there because it was that funny. Yeah, comment below. Let me know about all that. And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.